Alright everyone, welcome back.
問題点が一つあるけど、言っていいかしら？
She's plotting something. With that face, she's definitely plotting something. But as a man, I have to listen.
いいけど、なんだよ。
昨日のマスター覚えてる？エミヤ君と私を簡単に殺せとか言ってた子だけど。
How can I forget? They attacked us mercilessly.
あの子、必ず私たちを殺しに来る。それはエミヤ君にも分かってると思うけど。
I see. That girl is a master too. Since she knows Tosaka and I are masters, she'll come and attack us someday. I don't know if it'll be today or tomorrow, but I do know it's a death sentence. At least, I know I can't stop such a monster.
あの子のサーバント、バーサーカーは桁違いよ。マスターとして未熟なあなたにあれは撃退できない。自分からは何もしないで身を守るって言うけど、あなたは身を守ることさえできないわ。
悪かったな。けど、そういう遠坂だってあいつには勝てないんじゃないのか？
正面からじゃ勝てないでしょうね。白兵戦ならあれは最強のサーバントよ。きっと歴代のサーバントの中でもあれと並ぶやつはいないと思う。私もバーサーカーに襲われたら逃げ延びる手段はないわ。
それは俺だって同じだ。今度襲われたらきっと次はないと思
う。Unconsciously, I placed my hand on my stomach. The wound on my stomach is healed now. No, you couldn't call it a wound. It was pretty much instant death. My nausea returns just the thought of taking another blow like that.
そういうこと。分かった。何もしないままで聖杯戦争の終わりを待つなんて選択肢はないってことが。
ああ、それは分かった。けど遠坂、お前さっきから何を言いたいんだよ。ちょっと理解不能だぞ。死刑宣告された俺を見るのが楽しいってわけでもないだろ。ってもしかして楽しいのか？
そこまで悪趣味じゃない。もうここまで言ってるのにわからない？要するに私と手を組まないかって言ってるの。
That should be an instant yes anyway. She's a great, what do you call? She'd be a great asset to the team because Shiro's a complete newbie at this. If I take that at face value, that's...
手を組むって俺と遠坂が？
そう、私のアーチャーは致命傷を受けて目下治療中。完全に回復するまで時間がかかるけど、それでも半人前ぐらいの活躍はできるはずよ。で、そっちはサーバントは申し分ないけど、マスターが足引っ張ってやっぱり半人前。ほら、合わせればちょうどいいわ。
俺そこまで半人前なんかじゃないぞ。
私が知る限りでもう3回も死にそうになったのに、1日で3回も殺されかける人間なんて初めて見たけど。
けどそれは
同盟の対価ぐらいは払うわ。アーチャーを倒されたことはチャラにしてあげて、マスターとしての知識も教えてあげる。ああ、あと暇があればエミヤ君の魔術の腕を見てあげてもいいけど。どう？
Oh, hell yeah, that's an added bonus. That's a great reason to even have her join us. Ugh, that certainly is an attractive proposal. As I don't know anything, Tosaka would be a reliable teacher. And if I can help it, I don't want to fight against Tosaka. Not because she's the girl I admired at school. In fact, if I didn't know her like this, I wouldn't have felt this much resistance. The Tosaka right in front of me is so different from how people describe her as an honor student. But talking to her, she's just Tosaka and it seems she just as she appears. Well, in other words, I'm saying I find her so much more attractive this way that I'm wondering why I even have to tell myself this.
エミヤ君、 答え聞かせてほしいんだけど。
She urges my response. That's a Why would I say sorry? Let's do it. There's no choice from the start. There are too many things I don't know, and I'm unskilled as a magus. Even if it's temporary, if Tosaka is giving me a hand, I don't think there's any better option.
分かった。その話に乗るよ、登坂。正直、そうしてもらえればすごく助かる。
決まりね。それじゃあ握手しましょう。とりあえずバーサーカーを倒すまでは味方同士ってことで。
What? Only until we beat Berserker? Come on.
そっか。やっぱりそういうことだよな。仕方ないけど、その方が分かりやすいか。
I shake her hand. I'm a bit perplexed. The instant I feel Tosaka's soft hand, I realize she's a girl. In comparison, my hand covered in scratches from messing around with stuff is ill-suited. The instant I think so, I pull back, embarrassed.
何、どうしたの？やっぱり私と協力するのは嫌？
いや、そんなんじゃない。登坂と協力し合えるのは助かる。今のはそんなんじゃないから気にするな。
After making a puzzled face,
はは
she makes a malicious expression. Yeah, she got you.
なんだよ。つまんないこと言ったら契約破棄するからな。するぞ。絶対するからな。
あなた、女の子の手を握るの初めてだったんでしょ。なんだ、顔が広いように見えて白っては奥手なんだ。
違う、そんなんじゃなくて、ただ。
I'm just embarrassed because it was Tosaka. But I can never say such a thing, and certainly I have never touched a girl so strongly before. Well, Fujine is an exception. She's more like someone from a different planet than from a different sex.
って、
Wasn't there something weird in what she just said?
聞いてた通りほんと顔に出るのね。まあ今のは追求しないであげましょう。変につっついて意地を張られても困るし。じゃあまずは手付金。これあげるから強力な証と思って。
Tosaka puts a book in the table. It looks just like a diary. There's no title and it's wine red. The color seems to suit Tosaka.
私の父さんの持ち物だけどもういらないからあげる。一人前のマスターには必要ないものだけどあなたには必要だと思って。
Tosaka's eyes tells me to take a look.
じゃあちょっと失礼して。
I open it to a random page. Then there's nothing written in the book, but a strange image pops into my head.
登坂、なんだよこれ。
各サーバントの能力表よ。聖杯戦争には決められたルールがあるのはもう分かってるでしょ。まず呼び出される英霊は7人だけ。その7人も聖杯があらかじめ作っておいたクラスになることで召喚が可能となる。英霊そのものを引っ張ってくるよりその英霊に近い役割を作っておいてそこに本体を呼び出すっていうやり方ね。口寄せとか降霊術は呼び出した霊を術者の中に入れて何らかの助言をさせるでしょ。それと同じ。時代の違う霊を呼び出すにはあらかじめ箱を用意しておいた方がいいのよ。
クラス。ああ、それでセイバーはセイバーなのか。
そういうこと。英霊たちは正体を隠すものだって言ったでしょ。だから本名は絶対口にしない。自然彼らを表す名称は呼び出されたクラス名になる。でその用意されたクラスはセイバー、ランサー、アーチャー、ライダー、キャスター、アサシン、バーサーカーの7つ。聖杯戦争のたびに1つや2つはクラスの変更はあるみたいだけど今回は基本的なラインナップね。通説によると 最も優れたサーバントはセイバーだとか。これらのクラスはそれぞれ特徴があるんだけど、サーバント自体の能力は呼び出された英霊の格によって変わるから注意して。
英霊の格？つまり生前どれくらい強かったかってことか。
それもあるけど、彼らの能力を支えるのは知名度よ。生前何をしたか、どんな武器を持っていたかってのは不変のものだけど、彼らの基本能力はその時代でどのくらい有名なのかで変わってくるわ。英霊は神様みたいなものだから、人間に崇められるほど強さが増すの。存在が濃くなるとでも言うのかしらね。信仰を失った神霊が精霊に落ちるのと一緒で、人々に忘れ去られた英雄にはそう大きな力はない。もっとも忘れられていようが知られていなかろうが、元が強力な英雄だったらある程度の能力は維持できると思うけど。
じゃあ多くの人が知っている英雄で、かつその武勇伝も並外れていたら。
間違いなく A ランクのサーバントでしょうね。そういった意味でもバーサーカーは最強かもしれない。何しろギリシャ神話における最も有名な英雄だもの。神代の英雄たちはそれだけで特殊な宝具を持っているっていうのに、英雄自体が強いんじゃ手の打ちようがない。
登坂、その宝具ってなんだ？
そのサーバントが生前使っていたシンボル、英雄と魔剣聖剣の類はセットでしょ。要するに彼らの武装のことよ。
武器ってセイバーの見えない剣とか？
まあね、あれがどんな曰くを持っているか知らないけど、セイバーのあれは間違いなく宝具でしょ。言うまでもないと思うけど、英雄ってのは人名だけじゃ伝説には残れない。彼らにはそれぞれトレードマークとなった武器がある。それが奇跡を願う人々の思いの結晶、ノーブルファンタズムとされる最上級の武装なわけ。
要するに強力なマジックアイテムってことか。
そうそう、ぶっちゃけた話、英霊だけでは強力な魔術、神秘には太刀打ちできないわ。けれどそこに宝具が絡んでくると話は別よ。宝具を操る英霊は数段格上の精霊さえ打ち滅ぼす。何しろ伝説上に現れる聖剣、魔剣はほとんど魔法の域に近いんだもの。最強の幻想種である竜を殺す剣だの、万里をかける靴だの、果ては神殺しの魔剣まで。ともかくこれで無敵じゃないはずがないっていうぐらい英霊たちが持つ武装は桁が違う。サーバントの戦いはこの宝具のぶつかり合いにあると言っても過言じゃないわ。
つまり英霊であるサーバントは必ず一つその宝具を持ってるってことだな。
ええ、原則として一人の英霊が持てるのは一つの宝具だけとされるわ。大抵は剣とか槍ね。ほら中国に破山剣ってあるじゃない。一振りしかできないけどその一振りで山をも立つっていう魔術品、それと似たようなものだと思う。もっとも宝具はその神明を呪文にして発動する奇跡だから、そうおいそれと使えるものじゃないんだけど。
武器の名前を口にするだけで発動するんだろ。なんだってそれでおいそれと使えないなんてことになるんだ。
武器の名前を言えばそのサーバントがどこの英雄か分かっちゃうじゃない。英雄と魔剣はセットなんだから、武器の名前が分かれば持ち主の名前もおのずと知れてしまう。そうなったら長所も短所も丸分かりでしょ。
なるほど。そりゃ確かに。
Saber did work out Lancer's identity after he used his noble phantasm. Something like being Ireland's child of light. So if I summarize this, servants are separated into classes, each of them a heroic spirit suited to their class. These heroic spirits hide their identity, and their weapons are their greatest trump card, but they cannot readily use them since they reveal their identity.
以上でサーバントについての講義は終わり。詳しいことはその方を見ればわかるから、一息ついたら目を通しなさい。慣れてくれば、その本がなくても直感でサーバントを判断できるようになるから。
Saying that, Tosaka stands up.
さて、それじゃあ私は戻るけど。
ああ、お疲れ様。
I look up at Tosaka, who's about to leave.
協力関係になったからって間違わないでね。私とあなたはいずれ戦う関係にある。最後の日になって他のマスターたちが倒れているにしろ、全員健在であるにしろ、これだけは変わらない。だから私を人間と見ない方が楽よ、エミヤ君。
Clearly stating our position, Tosaka goes home. Status and weapon class updated. What? Hold on. Is it because Tosaka went home and my tension disappeared? Hold on a second. Weapon. Berserker. A sword or rock that Berserker uses. It is part of the foundation of a temple Einsborn prepared, and this itself was the catalyst used to summon Berserker. Heracles was skilled in archery, but since he has gone berserk, he has lost his former weapons and skills. Hercules, then. Interesting. History. Oh, okay. They're talking about the dialogue. Okay. Status thus far. Ooh. Look at that. Saber class. Wise up. Master Emiya Shirou. True name. Sex female. Strength high. In the B class too. What's C mean? Constitution. Oh, okay. Obviously. Okay. Her constitution in C? Really? Her agility should be B. That's some good class right there. Magic resistance cancels any magic A rank or below. In practice, no magic today are able to hurt Saber. Riding. Ability to ride things. She can ride most vehicles with above average skill, but she cannot ride those of demonic beast and holy beast rank. Makes sense. Details. Nothing. Skills. The ability to always feel the best course for oneself during combat. This heightened sixth sense is now close to precognition. It reduces half of any obstacles to vision and hearing. Magical energy burst. A. This transfers magical energy into one's weapon and body, and by releasing the magical energy instantaneously, it increases one's ability. Simply said, it is like the magical energy jet propulsion. Saber uses this magical energy for her sword techniques, guarding, and movement. Because of her great magical energy capacity, she can fight Berserker even though she's a girl of a small size. A normal weapon without strong divine protection will not be able to endure her magical energy field attack and will be destroyed with one blow. It's not going to be said. An invisible sword. It does not allow an enemy to determine its range. It is simple but tremendously effective in hand-to-hand combat. It is noble phantasm protected by string magic, but it does not mean that the sword itself is invisible. The blade is clad in wind that changes the refraction of light and makes the shape of the sword invisible. Rank C, anti-personnel, noble phantasm, range 1 to 2, max target 1 object. Boundary field of the Wind King, invisible air. It is not a vacuum, but the wind whirring around the blade is like a weapon and it seems to increase the damage of the slash. Only when the compressed wind is released is a vacuum state created. When the target has resistance to visual impediments, the accuracy correction of invisible air is ineffective. Other than the advantage of making the blade invisible, it is possible to release the compressed wind, making it a single-use projectile weapon. Okay. The damage such an attack is constant, and Saber's strength or magical energy does not affect it. Interesting. I like it. Wait, hold on. History. That's not what I want to do. I keep clicking that. Did I do stats before? Yes, I did stats before. Lancer. Nothing on him? Oh, we got... Oh, that's cool. I will read up on him later. Boom. Kukulane. Look at that, they already gave it. Okay, yeah, I was right. Kukulane. I remember they mentioned this in the past. Alright, we'll come back to it later. My body feels dull, so I lay down in the living room. I stave off the returning nausea by lying on my side. The clock ticks in the silent living room.
マスター同士の戦いか。
I still don't understand what it is. The only thing I'm sure of is that's beyond me. It'd feel more real if I had more interest in the Holy Grail.
なぜだろう。聖杯には嫌悪感しか湧かない。
A grail said to make wishes come true. I don't know what kind of thing it is, but it's an artifact that can even summon things called servants. It might not go as far as granting any wish, but it should have more than enough value for any magus to want it. But still, I'm not interested in it. It's true that I'm dubious about its reality, but accepting that easy way to reach a goal feels like cheating myself.
それに、選定方法が戦いだっていうのもタチが悪い。
But this is a fight for a single chair. No matter what your expectations are, as long as you enter it, you can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. And depending on your methods, defeating other masters might result in harm to innocent people. That's why.
喜べエミヤシロ。
My reason for fighting is not to win the Holy Grail War.
君の望みはようやく叶う。
It is to stop those that would try to win it by any means possible. I feel dizzy again. It's only natural. Even if it appears to be back to normal, my body was almost split in half a few hours ago. There's no way this sickness will go away quickly. It seems more likely that I'll continue for the rest of my life. Because I was almost killed 3 times in a day. If someone weak joins a battle, it's natural for him to get hurt. As compensation for my lack of strength, I almost lost my body. And she was wounded protecting me. I get up.
そうだ、あいつ。
What am I doing? I totally forgot about her because Tosaka was here. No, I unconsciously avoided thinking about her. Coward. I have been avoiding recalling the girl who was wounded because of me. The one that was bleeding miserably because of me.
遠坂のやつ、肝心なことは外しやがって。
I pull my resting body together and stand up. Tosaka didn't say anything about Saber. She said she and Saber brought me here, but she said nothing more. The fact I need to know most, if she, the one wounded by Berserker, is alright or not. I was wondering when he was gonna get there. I'm like, we haven't brought up Saber yet, and I'm wondering what's happening. Is she okay? Are we gonna check in on her, I look through the house bearing the dizziness. I look around where someone could be, all of the guest rooms, but I cannot find her.
あの格好なんだ。いればすぐにわかるってのに。
There's no sign of the brave armor-clad Saber anywhere around the house. Tosaka said servants can become spirits, but I can't do that. No, first of all,
マスターだなんて言うけど、俺のどこがあいつのマスターだって言うんだ。
I don't understand who she is, nor how she exists. This is like a new soldier being given a tank.
その通りだ。旧式の鉄砲しか扱えないやつに最新鋭の兵器を渡しても扱えるわけないだろうに。
I complain. Well, the lucky thing is this tank has an autopilot function. Even if the driver is terrible, the tank will fight on its own. Angry at my thoughts, I hit my head against the wall.
何腐ってるんだ、バカ。今のはとんでもなく失礼な弱音だった。
I apologize to the blonde-haired girl in my head. Now I feel like I have to find her and confirm her safety.
ここにもいない。
I searched throughout the house. It's a big house, but I didn't play hide and seek here with Fujine as a kid for nothing. I know the efficient way to search this place. If I haven't found her after searching this much, then...
庭か蔵か、それとも。
There are several possibilities, but I don't even consider the possibility that she's not here anymore. She said she would protect me, so I don't think she would leave the place.
もしかして。
It suddenly hits me. Not the house, the yard, nor the shed where we first met. Come to think of it, there is another large building in this place.
間違いない。
I hurry. I head to the dojo separate from the main building. I'm a bit tense. If she's not here, I'll have to admit that she's gone. That makes me realize the inconsistency. Even though I know nothing about her, I want her to stay. A wooden floored room with nothing unnecessary. A dojo built only to train oneself in. In this silent place in the faint sunlight. There she is. Excuse me. She's sitting there naturally. A space filled with tranquility. The sunlight shining in is white, and it makes her and the dojo into one. I can see nothing amiss in her dignified posture. Just by sitting there, she stiffens the air in the dojo. But there's nothing cold about it. It's because her figure is so pure it makes me forget even about the cold winter air. Even the sound of my breath is a nuisance. The girl sitting Japanese style in the corner of the dojo is definitely the girl from last night. The girl who appeared just before I was killed by Lancer, and the girl that mercilessly slashed him with her sword. Her golden hair that was reflecting the blue moonlight is now one with the warm sunlight. That really makes me remember. This is exactly what I felt when I first saw her. The girl clad in armor slashing her sword to silently overwhelm her opponent. I wasn't surprised by how out of the world that scene was. It doesn't matter what she's wearing. It probably wouldn't change even if she was covered in mud. The girl that moved me deeply is still in front of me. That is why I forget even to breathe and continue to stare at her. Forgetting about Masters, the Holy Grail War, and everything. In this instant, I have completely accepted Saber. I do not know how long it was. Saber opens her eyes as if awakening from a sleep. My disappointed voice echoes loudly to the dojo. Saber stands up, perhaps noticing the sound. I walk towards her, still not knowing what to say.
A
calm voice. Her voice echoing through the dojo as if permeating it is surprisingly suited to this place.
ああ、ついさっき目が覚めた。
I answer with a dull head.
シロ、顔色が優れないようですが、やはり体調は悪いのですか？
The golden haired girl approaches me.
違う、体調はいい。すごくいい。
I quickly step back to get away from Saber. Looking away from Saber, who is tilting her head questioningly, I calm down my beating heart.
落ち着け。何緊張してんだ、俺は。
I take a deep breath, but it doesn't seem to die down quickly. In fact, I don't think it ever will.
なんだって着替えてるんだよ、あいつ。
I complain without meaning to. Saber's clothes have changed dramatically since yesterday. She's wearing normal clothes, completely unlike her armor. It's rather unexpected, and I'm troubled by it. She is terribly beautiful. I thought I figured that out yesterday, but it really hits me now. Perhaps her armor looks so surreal that I didn't notice yesterday. But if she dresses like a girl, as a healthy guy, I'm troubled.
シロ、
I tense up the moment our eyes meet, but I didn't look for her so as to not talk to her. I'm troubled, but I can't stay quiet forever.
セイバーだったよな。こうやって落ち着いて話すのは初めてだけど。
I make up my mind and talk to her, and then...
シロ、話の前に昨夜の件について言っておきたいことがあります。
She interrupts my words with a sullenness that makes her earlier calmness seem like an illusion.
いいけど、なんだよ、話って。
ですから昨夜の件です。シロは私のマスターでしょう。そのあなたがあのような行動をしては困る。戦闘は私の領分なのですから、シロは自分の役割に徹してください。自分から無駄死にをされては、私でも守りようがない。
Saber says so clearly. That makes the tension I was feeling vanish.
なんだよそれ。 あの時はああでもしなけりゃお前が切られてたじゃないか。